Here's something that should genuinely keep you up at night. Scientists, the smartest people on Earth, people with PhDs and billion-dollar telescopes and supercomputers the size of buildings, cannot find 85% of the universe. It's just gone. Missing. And the harder they look, the stranger it gets. This isn't a rounding error. This isn't a telescope calibration problem. This is the single most embarrassing and fascinating crisis in modern physics, and almost nobody is talking about it the right way. Let's go back to 1933. A Swiss astronomer named Fritz Zwicky was studying the Coma Cluster, a massive collection of over 1,000 galaxies. He measured how fast those galaxies were moving around each other, and the numbers made absolutely no sense. Based on the visible matter he could see, those galaxies should have been flying apart. The gravity from the stars and gas wasn't nearly strong enough to hold the cluster together. But they weren't flying apart. Something invisible was holding everything in place. Zwicky called it Dunkelmaterie. Dark matter. And for decades, almost nobody believed him. Then in 1970, astronomer Vera Rubin at the Carnegie Institution changed everything. She was studying how galaxies rotate, specifically measuring the orbital speeds of stars at different distances from the galactic center. Basic physics, Newtonian physics that Newton himself would recognize, says that stars far from the center of a galaxy should orbit more slowly, just like the outer planets of our solar system orbit the sun more slowly than inner ones. Mercury is fast, Neptune is slow. Simple. But Rubin found something terrifying. Stars at the outer edges of galaxies were moving just as fast as stars near the center. Sometimes faster. The rotation curves were completely flat when they should have been dropping off. The only explanation was that galaxies were embedded in a massive invisible halo of matter extending far beyond the visible disk. Matter we couldn't see. Couldn't detect. Had no idea what it was made of. Over the next 5 decades, evidence piled up from every direction. Gravitational lensing studies showed that light from distant galaxies was being bent by far more mass than we could see. The Bullet Cluster collision in 2006, observed by the Chandra X-ray Observatory, showed 2 galaxy clusters that had passed through each other. The hot gas, the regular matter, slowed down and clumped together in the middle. But the gravitational center of each cluster kept moving forward, completely separated from the visible gas. Something invisible had passed right through the collision without interacting. That invisible something contained about 5 times more mass than all the visible stars and gas combined. By 2023, the Planck satellite mission gave us the most precise measurement yet. The universe is made of approximately 68% dark energy, 27% dark matter, and only about 5% ordinary matter. Everything you have ever seen, touched, eaten, loved, everything made of atoms, every star, every planet, every galaxy, every human being, is just 5% of what exists. The rest is invisible, undetected, and deeply mysterious. Physicists have proposed candidates for what dark matter might be. WIMPs, weakly interacting massive particles, were the favorite for decades. The Large Hadron Collider at CERN smashed protons together at nearly the speed of light looking for them. Multiple underground detectors like Xenon 1T in Italy, buried under a kilometer of rock to block cosmic radiation, searched for the faint whisper of a WIMP hitting a xenon atom. Nothing. Not a single confirmed detection. Axions, another candidate, hypothetical particles so light they barely exist, are being hunted by experiments like ADMX at the University of Washington. Still nothing confirmed. In 2022, a team at the Perimeter Institute proposed something even more unsettling. What if dark matter doesn't exist at all? What if our understanding of gravity itself is wrong? Modified Newtonian dynamics, or MOND, suggests gravity behaves differently at very low accelerations. Some versions of this theory can explain galaxy rotation curves without dark matter. But they struggle with the bullet cluster evidence. No single alternative theory explains everything. Here is what makes this so extraordinary. We have mapped the large-scale structure of the universe. We have traced the cosmic web of dark matter filaments connecting galaxy clusters across billions of light-years using gravitational lensing surveys. The dark matter is clearly there, doing something, affecting everything. We just have absolutely no idea what it is made of. After 90 years of searching, we are still completely in the dark, literally and figuratively. And every failed experiment teaches us something, but it also shrinks the list of things dark matter could possibly be. The universe is hiding something from us. And it's holding all of creation together while it does it.